Important. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Wisdom International School's digital classroom for mathematics. So children, we'll learn a new chapter today, number system. So only the things which are important, I've just covered those. Okay, so as we are now familiar with what are natural numbers, see, n is denoted for natural numbers. Okay, capital N says natural number, and you know what natural numbers are? The numbers starting from 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, up to infinity is natural number, and W goes for whole number. So this is like, starting from 0. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. up to infinity is going to be called as whole numbers. Okay, and then Z stands for integers. So integer is numbers like, all the negative numbers and positive numbers, including the 0, are called as integers. Okay, so integers does not include decimal numbers or rational numbers. Okay, now what are rational numbers? So any number which can be represented as, p by q, a numerator and a denominator, then those are called as rational numbers. Okay, provided the q in the denominator should not be equal to 0. Okay, so now we will learn how to find five rational numbers between two numbers. Okay, to see 1 and 2 are also rational numbers only, because 1 can be written as 1 over 1 and 2 can be written as 2 over 1. So all numbers, all integers are actually rational numbers. Okay, so how do you find five rational numbers between 1 and 2? So we need five rational numbers. So what do? We have to make the denominators, like, five rational numbers are needed, so we'll just add 1 to it. So we'll make the denominator as 6. Okay, we already have 1 and 2, so this 1 is there. So 1, I can write it as 1 by 1, and if I want to make the denominator as 6, I'll have to multiply by 6. So whatever I multiply in the denominator, I'll have to multiply in the numerator also. So I get 1 into 6, which is 6 over 6. So 1 could be written as 6 over 6, and 2 could be written as, so 2 also could be written as 2 by 1. So in the denominator, I'll try to make it as 6. So I'll multiply by 6 and 6 on top also. So now what happens? 2 6 are 12 and 1 6 are 6. So now I have made the 1 and 2 as 6 over 6 and 12 over 6. Okay, instead of 1 and 2, what have I made? I have made 6 over 6 and 12 over 6. Now you can fit in the numbers between these. So after 6 over 6, you can write 7 over 6, 8 over 6, 9 over 6, 10 over 6, and 11 over 6. Right? Okay, so now after this, what do? We just see that, so these are the five rational numbers. Now we will simplify. If it is possible to simplify, we'll simplify. So see, between 6 by 6 and 12 by 6, we have got these many rational numbers, the five rational numbers, the orange ones which I have written. So now I see the 7 by 6 will be written as 7 by 6 itself. I can't simplify, but this 8 by 6 I can simplify it, right? See, 2 4s are 8 and 2 3s are 6, so I can write it as 4 by 3. And 9 by 6 also goes by 3 tables. So 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6. So 3 by 2. And 10 by 6 could be divided by, simplified using 2. So 2 5s are 10 and 2 3s are 6. So you get 5 over 3. So now 11 by 6 is like, you don't have any common terms, so it will remain as 11 by 6. Okay, so these are the five numbers. So there are infinitely many rational numbers between two given rational numbers. Okay, so like this you can, make out how much ever we want, we can write the rational numbers. Okay, so now the exercise 1.1 is based on this only, whatever I have taught you so far. So you can complete that in your classwork. Okay, now we'll go to the next topic, irrational numbers. So far we learned rational numbers. So now what are irrational numbers? So a number s is called irrational if it cannot be written in the form of p by q. Okay, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. So where it's not we are not able to write it in terms of p by q. Okay, so now if I have rational numbers and irrational numbers, so collection of both are called as real numbers. Okay, so real number consists of rational and irrational both. Okay, so now do exercise 1.2, question 1 and 2. That's enough. Okay, don't have to do more the other questions. This much is enough. Okay, now when we divide a rational number, we get three types of remainder. So what happens? See, when you're dividing a rational number, you can either get the remainder as 0, like if I divide 12 by 6, let's say. Okay, let's say I'm dividing 12 by 6. One minute. Yeah, so let me divide 12 divided by 6. What do I get? 6 2s are 12, and that gives you 0 as the remainder, right? So you can get 0 as the remainder. So then we call the decimal expansion as terminating, okay? So what's happening? It's like, it's stopping. See, if you get the 0 as the remainder at the end, it's called as, okay, so even if you are having a decimal number, okay, even if you have something like which is not divisible by this thing, and you don't get it 0 as in at the straight thing, you get a decimal answer, and at the end you are finally getting 0 as the remainder. So then this decimal expansion is called as a terminating thing. Now sometimes the remainder is never 0, okay, and the digits keep on repeating, like see, look at this. Here what's happening, I have written 7 3 1 2 3 5 1 2 3 5 1 2 3 5. So if you look at it carefully, 1 2 3 5 1 2 3 5 is going on repeating, right? And you are never getting 0 at the end, okay? You are just getting the thing as 1 2 3 5. So this kind of an answer where it repeats itself again and again, this is called as non-terminating, okay, or recurring. It's repeating, it's repeating again and again, okay. Now, so see, look at this. The decimal expansion of a rational number is either terminating or non-terminating recurring. So a rational number could be either terminating or non-terminating, okay. It could be either. Now if I look at this, you see, if I read the definition, you can see that it says a number whose decimal expansion is terminating or non-terminating recurring is rational. So when this happens, the above cases happen, it's called as rational, okay. Now there are cases when the above cases doesn't happen, like see, look at this case. The decimal expansion of an irrational number is non-terminating, non-recurring. So earlier what it was either terminating or it was non-terminating and recurring, okay, non-terminating and recurring. Here what's happening, it's non-terminating and non-recurring. So a number whose decimal expansion is non-terminating, non-recurring is called irrational. Like if you look at root 2, this goes on, see, 4 1 4 2 1 3 5 6 2 3. So there is nothing like repeating thing, right? So it's not recurring again and again. Even the value of pi is 3.14596. So many things are there, you don't have anything being repeated here. So these are irrational numbers. So now we will try to find the irrational between two numbers, okay. See, when I told you find the rational number, you know how you did it, right? You made the denominators common and you just figured out. Now here you have got 1 over 7 and 2 over 7. So let's try to find the irrational number between 1 over 7 and 2 over 7. So 1 over 7, if you divide and see, you are going to get this answer, and 2 over 7 is just you multiply it by 2. So 14.142857 has to be multiplied by 2, and you get this. So this will be repeating. So if you want 3 by 7, you'll multiply this by 3 and so on, okay. Now you have got so many numbers between 0.142857 and 0.285714. There are so many numbers which are repeating, right? So there are infinite numbers between these two. So you can take any number. See, after 142857, I can do 1783.2135. So anything between these two, okay. So those will be, so you have to find out, they are just telling find one irrational number, so you can find anything, okay. Alright, so now exercise 1.3. So you just do these questions, question number 1, 2, 7, 8 and 9. That's it, okay. So these are the questions you have to do for homework. Complete it in your classwork, okay. Alright, okay, fine. So alright, so I'll meet you in the next session with the next video, okay. Allah Hafiz, thank you.